there's a limit to the resources we have.
Hand over here. For a while.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Piet from Bakupa, and I'd like to share an idea with you. Everybody knows the ILO, probably. It's the International Labour Organization. And everybody knows that there are international labour standards, which means that if you're a child, you're not allowed to work. If you're sick, you just get your pay, and you're allowed to organize yourself in a council if you want. Now, we all have different countries around the world and different legislations, but the international labour standards is something which is there and which works. Because one of the things that's now happening, if you're, for example, if you're a major responsible retailer into clothing like McGregor or whatever, you can just ask if all your suppliers in your chain abide the international labour standards. I think that's a good example, because I think we should have international privacy standards that go above local legislations, but that we have consent on from different bodies and different parties around the world. And if you work with data, with privacy-sensitive data like this, you should just be able to ask one question: does it meet the international privacy standards? So, hearing this discussion, I see all the pitfalls and the issues, but I would strongly suggest that we as Esomar or as a market research branch try to overbridge that. I've been visiting the Amsterdam Privacy Conference a month ago here, and I see that there is a big difference. So the chances of getting a transatlantic international privacy standards is not that high, but suppose that we all work in that direction, you may never know where it's going to succeed.
I think the big challenge is defining privacy. What privacy means to one person is completely different to what it means to someone else. And that's I think, one of the key things that we're all trying to work on here is to kind of unify a sort of single governing definition that we can all work to, we can all understand, and most importantly, respondents understand. And that's, but in general, agree with what you're saying.
I think that's right. I mean, the way I see that we can probably most effectively tackle this is to make sure that we are defining what is market research and what isn't market research. And we as market researchers have for years enjoyed a fantastic privilege that we are allowed to do things that marketeers and others are not. And we need to maintain that principle here. So if we can differentiate